Huh?
Why is TikTok haram?
Very good question. Very good question. Our young man here is asking, why shouldn't we have TikTok on our phones? Let me ask you, what's your name?
Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman. You have one of the best names. May Allah reward your father for naming you that. The most beloved names to Allah is Abdurrahman and Abdullah. Abdurrahman, let me ask you a question. Is it allowed to play music?
Yes.
Huh?
No, you're not allowed to play music in Islam.
Good. That's the answer I was looking for. طيب. Is it allowed for one to dance?
No.
No. Very good. Your dad taught you well. So now, when you go onto TikTok, what's the first thing that you normally see?
You see a video with an old man, he's acting like a kid, and in the background he's got music.
So does that make it allowed for you to use TikTok?
No, but my mum uses TikTok for Islamic things only.
May Allah reward your mother, inshallah, for that. I'm sure there are other apps that if one needed Islamic reminders can revert to. I really want everyone to understand this. There are certain apps that you could use when coming into that which is impermissible is far less than apps like TikTok. Can you really afford to see like 10 haram things before you come across something that is maybe what? Allowed? By that time your heart has already become what? Really badly affected. Right? Can we put Twitter, for example, in the same category as Instagram? Can we? Because there's tabaqat, right? There's levels. I remember the Instagram account that I have, that you see now, right? It was given to me when he only had something like 800 followers or something like that. The brothers, they all said to me, listen, you have to be on Instagram. I was like, brothers, I don't. I always thought that Instagram was an app for young kids. Never thought that elder people used it. They were like, you have to have it. If you want to be able to get to the youngsters and the youth, you have to post Islamic reminders on there. So then I agreed, I took it. Right? But they said something to me. You know what they said? Don't ever press the search button. Would you guys agree to that? Don't ever press the search button. Because of what your eyes might be exposed to. You know Imam Shafi'i, rahmatullah alayhi, brothers and sisters, right? What was he like really known for? Does anyone know? Huh? Poetry. Jameel. Anything else? Huh? Hifd. That's like, I thought somebody would say fiqh as well, which is also true. But he was also known for his memorization. Later on down the line, his memorization became affected. He began to suffer from loss of memory. Huh? نعم شكوت إلى وكيع سوء حفظي فأرشدني, and then he complained to Waki'. But do you brothers and sisters know what affected his memorization? Huh? What did he look at that affected his memorization, they say? Huh? He looked at some bangles that were bangling around a woman's ankles. Imagine that. She was fully what? Covered and clothed. But her ankles were uncovered and there were bangles on there. And they say that affected his memorization. His memorization was so powerful, if there was like a book that was open, he would have to cover one side like that, just so the other side doesn't get mixed with it. I know a lot of us, mashallah, we want to memorize the Quran, right? We want to learn our religion, we want to taste the sweetness of the Quran in this month. I'm sure every single one here wants that. So let me ask you guys an honest question. When you go now when you click on the search button on Instagram, or you have these apps like Snapchat or and TikTok, as soon as you enter, you are what? It's like shoved in your face. Look at this. Can we really afford that? Can our hearts really afford that? Afford to become affected by that? May Allah Azza wa Jal help us all in today's day and age. It's becoming worse and worse and worse. And today, subhanAllah, normally we would tell our children, don't hang around with the wrong crowd, sahih, outside. It's become much more than that now. Them days when we thought that the only way that our children would become corrupted is by them hanging around with the wrong crowd, them days are long over. Today our children are inside of the house and outside at the same time. And they might be exposed to that which is more worse inside of the house than outside. Do you guys agree? Because of what they are exposed to. Even one might leave the fold of Islam without ever going outside. Allah, one Sheikh Abdul Qadir Ata, he really put it nicely. He said today the world has become like a little village. The whole world has become like a little village. That everyone is living in because of social media. But the point is, today, because of this small little village that we live in, due to social media, right, one's exposed to everything. He's exposed to doubts. Right? I remember many, many years ago, the scholars would say, don't expose the students to certain types of innovation. Why? Because, now they might become exposed to it, they might start reading on it when they really don't need it, and it's very far-fetched that they will ever run into something like that. Can we say that in today's day and age? Can we? With everything at your disposal, wallahi we can't. Does that answer your question, Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
You're going to delete TikTok?
Yes. I'm going to tell my mom to stop TikTok forever and ever.
Inshallah.